Orleans Parish Sheriff Susan Hutson and her Chief Financial Officer Bianca Brown both out on bond tonight after they were handed down a state indictment tied to the Orleans Parish jailbreak. Thanks for joining us, everyone. I'm Sharice Gibson. Last spring's jail escape led to a manhunt of 10 Orleans Parish jail inmates, and now it's leading to legal trouble for the outgoing sheriff. And Sananda McCall, she's been following the developments all evening. Sananda, what can you tell us? Obviously, a shock to everyone as she's getting ready to leave office.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been some major news today. Now, just before leaving office, Orleans Parish Sheriff Susan Hutson was taken into custody, indicted on 30 felony counts for her alleged role in what prosecutors call one of the largest jailbreaks in the country.
As I prepare to leave office in the coming days, I do so with gratitude.
A day after holding her farewell press conference, Susan Hutson is facing a 30-count indictment. It's a case experts say is rare and deeply tied to the troubled history of the Orleans jail.
Usually when you see, unfortunately, we've seen several times before, Orleans Parish officials being indicted, it's in federal court on charges of federal corruption, mail fraud, those sorts of things.
Instead, the indictment was brought by Louisiana's Attorney General after a special grand jury investigation into the escape of 10 inmates from the Orleans Justice Center last spring.
The Attorney General is going to have to prove that Sheriff Hutson intentionally refused or did not perform duties required by her office.
Prosecutors say Hutson didn't personally open the jail doors, but argue her failure to meet basic legal duties led to the escape.
The fact that intentional misconduct is required to prove all of these crimes makes it, at the very least, an interesting, if not a difficult case for the Attorney General's office to prove.
Former WWL investigative reporter Mike Pearlstein says the indictment suggests prosecutors are looking beyond this moment.
That just raises the question, just speculating that there may be something systemic that ran through the course of her term, in office.
If there was anything to do with obstructing this investigation into the jailbreak in the aftermath of that crime, then we'd see kind of more traditional charges that might be brought in state court that relate to not in this case, the jailbreak itself, but the cover-up afterwards.
To say that Sheriff Hutson had a rocky 4-year tenure would be an understatement.
I can't even begin to speculate as to why these charges were brought now rather than weeks or months ago or 2 or 3 weeks from now. There's no telling.
Hudson's Chief Financial Officer Bianca Brown was also indicted. Both surrendered their passports and are due back in court on Thursday.
And Sananda, I have to tell you, that was a rocky time. Mike Pearlstein was right in saying this, that 4-year tenure that she served as the first African-American woman to serve as sheriff. It was a rough tenure, and it also dealt with public trust. A lot of people said they lost faith in public trust in the sheriff's position. What did they have to say about that?
Yeah, so we know that when Sheriff Hutson inherited this jail, it was in pretty tough condition. We know that she took it on when there were staffing shortages, there were security problems, and her leadership promised to go about reforming this department, as well as expecting more accountability from the department itself once it was inherited.
Right.
But after the jailbreak, a lot of people lost trust in that situation. Even the AG's office said that only her leadership made problems worse. We did hear from the sheriff-elect, Michelle Woodfork, who says that there has been a goal after she takes office on Monday to restore a new era of leadership. She said that she's hoping to bring about accountability, transparency, which we did hear that again from Sheriff Hutson when she first took office. So a lot of people are kind of trying to wait and see. And we do know that right now, Sheriff Hutson as well as Bianca Brown have been released on bond.
All right, thank you so much. A lot to play out for this one. I know that we have a lot of questions still that need to be answered in regards to the timing of it all as well. Sananda, thank you so much for your coverage throughout the day.